Amelia Harper stood on the sandy shores of Clearwater, gazing out at the vast expanse of the ocean. The salty breeze ruffled her hair, and the sound of waves crashing against the shore filled her with a sense of peace. This small coastal town was a world away from the bustling city where she had spent most of her career as a marine biologist. Here, she felt connected to the sea in a way she hadn't experienced in years. "Dr. Harper, are you ready to begin?" called one of her research assistants, pulling her back to the present. Amelia turned and nodded, giving the young woman a reassuring smile. "Yes, let's get started." They had come to Clearwater to study the local marine ecosystem and develop strategies for its conservation. Amelia was passionate about her work, but lately she had felt a void in her personal life that her career couldn't fill. As she walked along the beach, inspecting the shoreline for signs of erosion, she spotted a figure in the distance. A man was hauling a fishing net onto the shore, his movements strong and purposeful. Curious, Amelia approached him. "Good morning," she called out as she drew closer. The man looked up, his expression friendly. "Morning. You must be the marine biologist everyone's talking about." Amelia smiled. Guilty as charged. "I'm Amelia Harper." "Lucas Bennett," he replied, extending a hand. "Local fisherman." They shook hands, and Amelia couldn't help but notice the warmth in his eyes. "It's nice to meet you, Lucas. I hope our research doesn't interfere with your work." Lucas chuckled. "Not at all. In fact, I'm interested in what you're doing. The ocean's health is important to all of us who live here." Amelia's interest was piqued. "I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Maybe we could discuss it over coffee sometime." Lucas's smile widened. "I'd like that. How about tomorrow morning at the seaside cafe?" "It's a date," Amelia agreed, feeling a flutter of excitement. The next morning, Amelia arrived at the seaside cafe, a quaint little spot with a view of the ocean. She found Lucas already there, sitting at a table by the window. "Good morning," she greeted him as she took a seat. "Morning, Amelia. What can I get you? The coffee here is excellent." "I'll take your word for it," she said with a smile. "I'll have a cappuccino." As they waited for their drinks, Lucas leaned forward, his expression earnest. "So tell me about your research. What are you hoping to achieve here in Clearwater?" Amelia appreciated his genuine interest. "We're studying the marine ecosystem to identify the impacts of pollution and climate change. The goal is to develop conservation strategies that can help protect and restore the ocean's health." Lucas nodded thoughtfully. "That's important work. I've seen the changes over the years. Less fish, more debris washing up on the shore. It's heartbreaking." Their drinks arrived, and they paused to take a sip. "I'm hoping to work with the local community," Amelia continued. "People like you who know the sea intimately and can offer valuable insights." "I'd be happy to help in any way I can," Lucas said sincerely. "My family's been fishing these waters for generations. We need to find a balance between our livelihoods and preserving the ocean for the future." Their conversation flowed effortlessly, and Amelia found herself drawn to Lucas's passion for the sea and his deep sense of responsibility. As they finished their coffee, Lucas glanced at his watch. "I should get back to work," he said, standing up. "But I'd love to continue this conversation. Maybe we can meet again?" Amelia nodded, feeling a warm glow inside. "I'd like that too. How about dinner tomorrow night?" "It's a date," Lucas said with a grin, echoing her words from the day before. Over the next few weeks, Amelia and Lucas spent more time together, exploring the town and discussing their shared love for the ocean. They walked along the beach, visited the local fish market, and even went out on Lucas's boat to observe the marine life up close. Their connection deepened, and Amelia found herself opening up to Lucas in a way she hadn't with anyone else. One evening, after a particularly long day of research, Lucas suggested a walk on the beach. The sun was setting, casting a golden glow over the water. "This place is magical," Amelia said softly as they walked side by side. "It is," Lucas agreed. "And it's even more special with you here." Amelia stopped and turned to face him. "Lucas, I feel the same way. You've made my time here unforgettable." Lucas took her hands in his gaze intense. "Amelia, I've grown to care about you a lot. You're passionate, intelligent, and you have a heart of gold. I don't want this to end when your research is over." Amelia's heart swelled with emotion. "Lucas, I care about you too. I want to see where this goes, beyond my work here." He leaned in, and their lips met in a tender kiss, sealing the promise of their budding romance. The waves crashed gently against the shore, a testament to the beginning of their journey together. As they stood there, wrapped in each other's arms, Amelia felt a sense of destiny. She knew that whatever challenges lay ahead, they would face them together, guided by their love for each other and the sea. Amelia and Lucas's relationship blossomed as they continued to explore Clearwater and share their passion for the ocean. However, the demands of their respective worlds soon began to test their bond. Amelia's work as a marine biologist required long hours and frequent trips out to sea, while Lucas's responsibilities as a fisherman kept him busy from dawn until dusk. One crisp morning, Amelia sat at her desk in the research station, poring over data from their latest expedition. The door creaked open, and her assistant, Rachel, stepped in. "Dr. Harper, there's someone here to see you," Rachel said with a smile. Amelia looked up to see Lucas standing in the doorway, a mischievous grin on his face. "I thought I'd surprise you with lunch," he said, holding up a basket. Amelia's face lit up. "Lucas, this is a wonderful surprise." They walked to a nearby park where they found a quiet spot overlooking the ocean. Lucas unpacked the basket, revealing sandwiches, fruit, and a bottle of sparkling water. "I figured you could use a break," Lucas said as he handed her a sandwich. Amelia took a bite and sighed contentedly. "You have no idea how much I needed this. The research has been overwhelming lately." Lucas's expression turned serious. "I've noticed how busy you've been. I worry about you, Amelia. You need to take care of yourself." "I know," Amelia said softly. "It's just that there's so much to do, and I feel like we're making progress. But it means I have less time to spend with you." Lucas reached across the blanket and took her hand. "We'll find a way to make it work. I believe in us." Despite their best efforts, the challenges of their demanding schedules began to take a toll. Amelia often worked late into the night, analyzing data and preparing reports, while Lucas spent long days at sea, his mind drifting back to thoughts of her. One evening, as Amelia was finishing up at the research station, her phone buzzed with a text from Lucas. "Can we talk? Meet me at the dock?" Her heart tightened with a mix of anticipation and anxiety. She quickly gathered her things and headed to the dock where Lucas was waiting, leaning against his boat. "Hey," she greeted him, trying to read his expression. "Hey," Lucas replied, his voice heavy with emotion. "I've been thinking a lot lately, Amelia. I love what we have, but it feels like we're drifting apart." Amelia's heart sank. "I know, I feel it too. It's just, my work is so demanding, and I know yours is too. I don't want to lose what we have." Lucas took a deep breath. "Neither do I. But we need to find a balance. Maybe we need to talk about our schedules, find times where we can be together without distractions." Amelia nodded, a tear slipping down her cheek. "You're right. Let's try to make it work. I don't want to lose you." They spent the evening talking, making plans to carve out more time for each other. They agreed to have regular date nights, and Lucas promised to join Amelia on some of her research trips when possible. As they worked on finding balance, another challenge emerged. Amelia's scientific approach to conservation often clashed with Lucas's traditional fishing methods. One afternoon, they were walking along the beach, discussing a new project Amelia was leading. "We need to implement stricter fishing regulations to protect the marine life," Amelia explained. "It's crucial for the long-term health of the ecosystem." Lucas frowned. "I understand the need for conservation, but those regulations could put a lot of fishermen out of work. My family has been fishing these waters for generations. It's our livelihood." Amelia sighed, feeling the weight of the situation. "I don't want to hurt the local community, Lucas, but we have to find a way to coexist with the environment. If we don't act now, there won't be any fish left for future generations." Lucas's eyes softened as he looked at her. "I know you're right, Amelia. It's just hard to see things change so drastically. We need to find a solution that works for everyone." They continued their walk in silence, each lost in thought. They both knew that finding common ground would be essential for their relationship and the community they both cared about deeply. One evening, as they sat together on Lucas's boat, watching the sunset, Amelia turned to him with a determined look in her eyes. "Lucas, I want to find a way for us to work together, to combine our knowledge and make a real difference." We can start a community initiative that educates people about sustainable fishing practices and the importance of marine conservation. Lucas smiled, feeling a renewed sense of hope. I love that idea. We can involve the local fishermen, show them that conservation doesn't have to mean the end of their livelihoods. They spent the next few weeks planning the initiative, holding community meetings and workshops. Slowly but surely, they began to see a shift in attitudes. The fishermen started to embrace new methods, and the community rallied around the cause. Through their efforts, Amelia and Lucas found a deeper connection, realizing that their love for each other and the ocean could unite them in ways they hadn't imagined. They were determined to face whatever challenges came their way, knowing that together they were stronger. As they stood on the beach one evening, watching the waves crash against the shore, Lucas wrapped his arms around Amelia. We might have our differences, but we share the same heart, he whispered. Amelia smiled, feeling the warmth of his embrace. And that's what will keep us together, no matter what. Their journey was far from over, but they knew they were ready to navigate the oceans of their lives, hand in hand. The Clearwater community had started to embrace the conservation efforts initiated by Amelia and Lucas. The town was buzzing with new energy, driven by the hope of preserving their precious marine ecosystem. Amelia and Lucas felt closer than ever, their shared passion for the ocean fueling their bond. One fateful evening, as Amelia and Lucas were discussing plans for an upcoming community event, the sky began to darken ominously. A sudden chill filled the air, and the sound of distant thunder rumbled across the horizon. Lucas glanced out the window, concern etched on his face. That storm looks like it's going to be a big one. We should prepare. Amelia nodded, her stomach knotting with worry. I'll secure the research station. You take care of your boat. They hurried outside, the wind already picking up. The sky turned a menacing shade of grey as they worked together to secure their equipment. The storm hit with full force just as they finished, sending torrents of rain and howling winds across Clearwater. As the night wore on, the storm's fury intensified. Amelia and Lucas huddled together in Lucas's small cottage, the walls rattling with the force of the wind. We're going to get through this. Lucas reassured her, his arm wrapped protectively around her shoulders. Amelia clung to him, drawing strength from his presence. As long as we're together, we'll be okay. The next morning, the storm had passed, leaving behind a trail of destruction. Clearwater looked like a war zone, with debris strewn everywhere and buildings damaged. The once pristine beach was littered with wreckage and the sea was churned up and angry. Amelia and Lucas ventured out to assess the damage. The research station had sustained significant damage, with equipment ruined and data lost. Lucas's boat, his livelihood, had been severely damaged, leaving him with an uncertain future. Amelia's heart ached as she surveyed the devastation. Lucas, I'm so sorry about your boat. This storm has taken so much from us. Lucas placed a hand on her shoulder, his expression determined. We'll rebuild, Amelia. We'll help the town recover. This is our home, and we're not giving up on it. They joined forces with the community, working tirelessly to clean up and repair the damage. Amelia organized teams to restore the research station and salvage what they could, while Lucas led efforts to repair boats and clear debris from the harbor. One evening, as they took a break from the exhausting work, they sat together on the beach, watching the sun set over the turbulent sea. Do you ever wonder why things like this happen? Amelia asked, her voice tinged with sadness. Lucas looked thoughtful. I think it's a reminder of how fragile everything is. It makes us appreciate what we have and reminds us of the strength we have when we come together. Amelia nodded, feeling a renewed sense of determination. We'll get through this, Lucas, and we'll make sure Clearwater comes back stronger than ever. As the town slowly recovered, Amelia and Lucas's relationship deepened. They found solace in each other's arms, drawing strength from their shared love and commitment. Their bond was tested, but they emerged stronger, their love resilient in the face of adversity. One evening, as they walked along the beach, hand in hand, Lucas turned to Amelia with a serious expression. I've been thinking a lot about our future. This storm showed me how important it is to hold on to what we love. Amelia, I don't want to waste any more time. I love you, and I want to spend my life with you. Tears welled up in Amelia's eyes as she looked into Lucas's sincere gaze. "I love you too, Lucas, more than anything, and I want to build a future with you." Lucas pulled her into his arms, their lips meeting in a passionate kiss, sealing their promise to each other. The following weeks were a whirlwind of activity as they continued to help the town rebuild. They also began planning their future together, discussing ways to balance their careers and their relationship. Amelia's research and Lucas's fishing were important to both of them, but they were determined to find a way to make it work. One day, as they were working on the repairs at the research station, Amelia's assistant, Rachel, approached them with a concerned look on her face. "Amelia, Lucas, there's something you need to see." Rachel led them to a section of the beach where they found a large amount of debris from the storm, including plastic waste and other pollutants. Amelia's heart sank as she realized the extent of the damage to the marine environment. "This is devastating," Amelia said, her voice shaking. "We need to do something about this." Lucas nodded, his jaw set in determination. "We can't let this happen again. We need to find a way to protect our ocean and our community from future storms." They spent the next few days organizing a massive beach cleanup, enlisting the help of the entire community. The effort was monumental, but the results were inspiring. The beach was restored to its former beauty, and the town was united in their commitment to protecting their environment. In the aftermath of the storm, Amelia and Lucas realized that their work was far from over. They had faced a significant challenge and come out stronger, but they knew they needed to continue their efforts to ensure the long-term health of Clearwater's marine ecosystem. As they stood together on the beach, watching the sun set over the now pristine shoreline, Amelia turned to Lucas with a smile. "We've come a long way, haven't we?" Lucas wrapped an arm around her, pulling her close. "We have, and we're just getting started. Together, we can face whatever comes our way." Their love had weathered the storm, and their commitment to each other and their community had only grown stronger. As they looked out at the endless horizon, they knew that their journey was far from over, but they were ready to face the future together, hand in hand. The storm had left its mark on Clearwater, but it had also brought the community closer together. The efforts to rebuild and restore had created a sense of unity and shared purpose. Amelia and Lucas, having faced the challenges head-on, found their relationship stronger and more resilient. One sunny morning, as the town was bustling with activity, Amelia and Lucas organized a community meeting at the local town hall. They had gathered everyone to discuss the progress they had made and the next steps for Clearwater's future. "Thank you all for coming," Amelia began, her voice steady and confident. "We've accomplished so much in the past few weeks, but there's still work to be done. We need to ensure that our town and our marine environment are protected for the long term." Lucas stood beside her, his presence a source of strength. "We've seen what we can achieve when we come together. Now, we need to focus on sustainable practices that will preserve our way of life and the health of our ocean." The room buzzed with agreement and support. One by one, community members shared their ideas and commitments to continue the work they had started. There was a renewed sense of hope and determination. In the following days, Amelia and Lucas spearheaded several initiatives to strengthen Clearwater's resilience. They organized workshops on sustainable fishing practices, led beach cleanups, and collaborated with local schools to educate the younger generation about the importance of conservation. One afternoon, as Amelia was teaching a group of children about marine life, Lucas watched from a distance, his heart swelling with pride. He approached her after the session ended, pulling her into a warm embrace. "You're amazing with them," he said, his voice filled with admiration. "They're lucky to have you." Amelia smiled, resting her head against his chest. "I feel lucky to be here, doing this work with you. It feels like we're really making a difference." Their partnership flourished both personally and professionally. They found a rhythm that allowed them to balance their careers and their relationship. They made time for each other, whether it was a quiet dinner at home or a spontaneous trip to the beach. One evening, as they sat on the deck of Lucas's newly repaired boat, watching the stars twinkle above, Lucas took Amelia's hand in his. "Amelia, I've been thinking about our future, he began, his tone serious yet tender. I want to build a life with you, not just here in Clearwater, but wherever our journey takes us. Amelia's heart raced with emotion. I want that too, Lucas. You've become such an important part of my life. I can't imagine it without you. Lucas smiled, his eyes reflecting the love he felt. Then let's make it official. Amelia Harper, will you marry me? Tears filled Amelia's eyes as she nodded. Yes, Lucas. 1,000 times yes. They kissed under the starlit sky, their hearts full of joy and anticipation for the future. As they planned their wedding, they continued their work in Clearwater, their commitment to the town and each other unwavering. The community supported them wholeheartedly, and the preparations became a collective effort, with everyone contributing to make their special day perfect. The wedding took place on the beach, with the ocean as their witness. Friends and family gathered to celebrate their love and the journey they had embarked on together. Amelia wore a simple, elegant dress that flowed in the sea breeze, while Lucas looked handsome in his tailored suit. As they exchanged vows, the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the water. Amelia looked into Lucas's eyes, her voice steady and filled with emotion. Lucas, you've shown me what it means to truly love and be loved. You've been my anchor in the storm and my joy in the calm. I promise to stand by your side through all of life's tides and to love you with all my heart. Lucas squeezed her hands, his own eyes glistening with tears. Amelia, you've brought light and purpose into my life. Together, we've faced challenges and celebrated triumphs. I promise to cherish you, to support you, and to love you unconditionally, now and forever. They sealed their vows with a kiss, the cheers of their loved ones, and the sound of the waves creating a perfect harmony. In the weeks that followed, Amelia and Lucas settled into their new life as a married couple. They continued their work, their love and commitment, driving them to achieve even greater things. They launched a new initiative, promoting ecotourism in Clearwater, highlighting the town's natural beauty while protecting its marine life. Their efforts paid off, and Clearwater became a model for sustainable living, attracting visitors from around the world who were eager to learn from their success. One evening, as they walked along the beach, hand in hand, Amelia turned to Lucas with a smile. We've built something truly special here, haven't we? Lucas nodded, his heart full. We have, and it's just the beginning. There's so much more we can do, together. They stopped and looked out at the ocean, the horizon stretching endlessly before them. They knew that their journey was far from over, but they were ready to face whatever came next, side by side. As they stood there, the waves gently lapping at their feet, they felt a profound sense of peace and fulfillment. Their love had weathered the storms and flourished in the calm, and they were ready to embrace the future together. Amelia and Lucas's journey had been one of challenges and triumphs, love and resilience. They had created a lasting impact on Clearwater and each other's lives. Their story was a testament to the power of love, commitment, and the strength found in unity. As they looked to the future, they knew that their partnership would continue to grow and inspire, guiding them through whatever waves destiny might bring. Amelia and Lucas's marriage was filled with love and mutual respect, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. Their shared vision for Clearwater's future brought them closer, but new challenges were on the horizon. One afternoon, Amelia received a call from Dr. Peter Langley, a renowned marine biologist and director of a prestigious research institute in California. He had heard about her work in Clearwater and wanted to offer her a position as the head of a groundbreaking marine conservation project. Amelia, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, Dr. Langley said over the phone. Your expertise and passion would be invaluable to our team. We're offering you a leadership role with significant resources to make a real impact. Amelia's heart raced with excitement and trepidation. Dr. Langley, I'm honored. This sounds incredible, but I need some time to think about it. Of course, take your time. We'd love to have you join us, he replied. That evening, as she and Lucas prepared dinner, Amelia shared the news. Lucas listened intently, his face a mix of pride and concern. Amelia, that's an amazing offer, Lucas said, setting down his knife. You've worked so hard, and you deserve this recognition. But what does it mean for us? Amelia sighed, the weight of the decision pressing down on her. I don't know, Lucas. It's everything I've ever dreamed of, but it's in California. Our life is here in Clearwater. Lucas took her hands in his. We'll figure it out together. Whatever you decide, we'll make it work. Over the next few days, Amelia and Lucas had long, heartfelt discussions about their future. Amelia's passion for marine conservation was undeniable, but so was her love for Lucas and their life in Clearwater. They weighed the pros and cons, trying to find a solution that would allow them both to thrive. One evening, they took a walk along the beach, the sound of the waves calming their troubled minds. Lucas, I've been thinking, Amelia began, her voice steady. What if we try a long-distance relationship, at least for a while? I can take the job and come back to Clearwater as often as possible. We can see how it goes. Lucas looked thoughtful. It's not ideal, but I'm willing to try if it means you get to follow your dream. We've faced challenges before, and we've come out stronger each time. Amelia felt a rush of gratitude and love for the man beside her. Thank you, Lucas. Your support means everything to me. Amelia accepted the position in California, and they spent the next few weeks preparing for the transition. It was a bittersweet time, filled with moments of joy and tears. The night before Amelia was set to leave, they held each other close, savoring the time they had left. Promise me we'll talk every day, Lucas whispered, his voice choked with emotion. I promise, Amelia replied, tears streaming down her face. I love you, Lucas. We'll make this work. I love you too, Amelia. Always, he said, kissing her tenderly. The first few months of their long-distance relationship were challenging but manageable. They spoke every day, sharing their experiences and offering each other support. Amelia's work in California was fulfilling, and she was making significant strides in marine conservation. Lucas continued to lead efforts in Clearwater, his love for Amelia motivating him to keep their vision alive. One weekend, Amelia managed to return to Clearwater for a visit. They spent every moment together, reconnecting and reaffirming their love. As they sat on the beach watching the sunset, Lucas took her hand. Being apart is hard, but seeing you again makes it all worth it, he said softly. I feel the same way, Amelia replied, resting her head on his shoulder. I miss you every day, but I know we're doing important work, both of us. Their time together was precious, and it strengthened their resolve to make their relationship work despite the distance. However, as the months wore on, the strain of being apart began to take its toll. The daily phone calls and occasional visits were not enough to bridge the gap they felt. Amelia and Lucas both found themselves grappling with loneliness and longing. One evening, during a particularly difficult phone call, Lucas voiced his concerns. Amelia, I miss you so much. This is harder than I ever imagined. I'm proud of you and your work, but I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this. Amelia's heart ached hearing the pain in his voice. I miss you too, Lucas, more than words can say. Maybe it's time we rethink a plan. I don't want to lose us. They decided to reassess their situation and explore other options. Amelia began to consider proposing a new initiative that would allow her to work more closely with the team in Clearwater, splitting her time between California and Florida. During her next visit to Clearwater, Amelia and Lucas sat down with the local community and environmental organizations to discuss the possibility of expanding their efforts. They proposed a joint initiative that would benefit both regions, allowing Amelia to spend more time in Clearwater while continuing her groundbreaking work. To their delight, the idea was met with enthusiasm and support. The collaboration would bring new resources and opportunities to Clearwater, furthering their conservation efforts and strengthening the community. Amelia presented the proposal to Dr. Langley and the board in California, explaining the benefits of the partnership. They were impressed by her dedication and vision, agreeing to support the initiative. With the new plan in place, Amelia began to split her time between California and Clearwater, finding a balance that allowed her to pursue her career while maintaining her relationship with Lucas. As they settled into their new routine, Amelia and Lucas felt a renewed sense of hope and excitement for the future. Their love had been tested, but it had endured, growing stronger with each challenge they faced. One evening, as they walked along the beach, hand in hand, Lucas turned to Amelia with a smile. We've navigated some rough waters, but we've come out the other side. I'm so proud of us, Amelia. Amelia squeezed his hand, her heart full. Me too, Lucas. We're stronger together, no matter what. As they watched the sun set over the horizon, they knew that their journey was far from over. But they were ready to face whatever uncharted waters lay ahead, side by side. Amelia's new initiative had successfully allowed her to balance her time between California and Clearwater, giving her the opportunity to pursue her career while staying connected to Lucas and the community they both cherished. Their relationship had weathered many storms, but they were about to face their deepest fears and insecurities. One crisp morning, Amelia received a call from Dr. Langley. Amelia, there's a major breakthrough in our research here. We need you to come to California for an extended period, possibly a few months. Amelia's heart sank. A few months? But I've just started to find balance here in Clearwater. I understand, but your expertise is crucial for this phase of the project, Dr. Langley replied. It's a significant opportunity for your career and for our conservation efforts. Amelia knew she couldn't refuse, but the thought of being away from Lucas for so long filled her with dread. That evening, she sat with Lucas on the porch of their home, struggling to find the right words. Lucas, I have to go back to California, she began, her voice trembling. They need me there for a few months. Lucas's face fell, but he took her hand, his eyes filled with understanding. I knew this day might come. It's a great opportunity for you, Amelia. We'll make it work, just like we always have. Amelia felt tears well up in her eyes. I don't want to leave you, but I also know how important this is. I'm afraid of what might happen to us if I go. Lucas pulled her into a tight embrace. We've been through so much together. Our love is strong, Amelia. We'll get through this too. The next few weeks were filled with preparations and heartfelt goodbyes. Amelia and Lucas promised to stay connected, but as the day of her departure approached, the weight of their separation grew heavier. One evening, as they walked along the beach, Lucas stopped and looked at Amelia, his expression serious. Before you go, I want to give you something. He pulled a small box from his pocket and opened it to reveal a delicate silver locket. This was my grandmother's. She always said it brought her luck and kept her connected to those she loved. I want you to have it, to remind you that no matter where you are, I'm with you. Amelia's heart swelled with emotion as she accepted the locket. Thank you, Lucas. I'll cherish it always. Amelia's work in California was demanding, but she found solace in the locket and their nightly phone calls. Despite the distance, their love remained strong, but both of them felt the strain of being apart. One night, during a particularly challenging week, Lucas called Amelia, his voice filled with frustration. Amelia, I miss you so much. It feels like we're living separate lives. How much longer can we keep doing this? Amelia's heart ached. I miss you too, Lucas. More than words can say, but we're making a difference and I believe in us. We have to hold on. Lucas sighed deeply. I know, I just wish we didn't have to choose between our dreams and our love. Their conversation left both of them feeling uncertain and anxious, but they knew they had to keep moving forward. As the months passed, Amelia made significant strides in her research, but the distance from Lucas became increasingly difficult to bear. One evening, as she sat alone in her apartment, she received an unexpected call from Rachel, her assistant, back in Clearwater. Amelia, I know it's late, but I thought you should know. Lucas's boat was damaged in a storm today. He's okay, but it's going to take a while to repair. Amelia's heart raced with worry. Is he really okay, Rachel? He's fine, just shaken up, but I could tell he was missing you. The news hit Amelia hard. She realized that despite her career achievements, being away from Lucas was taking a toll on both of them. She needed to find a way to make their relationship work without sacrificing their love. The next day, Amelia approached Dr. Langley with a proposal. I need to return to Clearwater, but I can continue my work remotely and travel back here as needed. I can't keep living in two worlds without finding a balance. Dr. Langley looked thoughtful. You've done remarkable work here, Amelia. I understand the importance of your relationship and your commitment to Clearwater. We can make this arrangement work. Filled with relief, Amelia called Lucas to share the news. I'm coming home, Lucas. I've arranged to continue my work remotely and travel when necessary. We can be together. Lucas's voice was filled with emotion. Amelia, that's the best news I've heard. I can't wait to have you back. Returning to Clearwater, Amelia felt a renewed sense of purpose and joy. She and Lucas embraced tightly, their love stronger than ever. We've been through so much, and yet here we are, Lucas said, his voice filled with gratitude. I never doubted we could make it work. Amelia smiled, her heart overflowing with love. Neither did I. We're a team, Lucas. We always find a way. They continued their work, side by side, balancing their careers and their love. Their commitment to each other and to their shared vision for Clearwater guided them through the challenges they faced. One evening, as they sat on the porch watching the sunset, Amelia turned to Lucas with a contented sigh. We've navigated some deep waters, but we've come out stronger. Lucas nodded, his eyes filled with love. Our love is like the ocean, vast, deep, and ever-changing. I wouldn't want to navigate it with anyone else. As they embraced, they felt a profound sense of peace and fulfillment. Their love had endured the depths of separation and emerged stronger, ready to face whatever waves destiny might bring next. Amelia and Lucas's journey through the depths of love had tested their resilience and strengthened their bond. They had learned to balance their dreams and their relationship, emerging from the challenges with a deeper understanding of each other and their shared purpose. Their love, like the ocean, was boundless and enduring, guiding them through the uncharted waters of life. With Amelia back in Clearwater, she and Lucas found a renewed sense of harmony in their relationship. They had successfully navigated the depths of their challenges and were now focused on continuing their work together while nurturing their love. Amelia's proposal to split her time between California and Clearwater had been approved, allowing her to work on her groundbreaking marine conservation projects while staying close to Lucas. Their joint initiatives gained momentum, and they launched a new ecotourism venture to promote sustainable practices and educate visitors about the importance of marine conservation. The venture, called Ocean's Embrace, offered guided tours of Clearwater's pristine beaches, diving excursions to explore the coral reefs, and workshops on sustainable living. It quickly became popular, attracting visitors from around the world who were eager to experience the beauty of Clearwater and learn from Amelia and Lucas's expertise. One morning, as Amelia and Lucas prepared for a tour group, Lucas turned to her with a thoughtful expression. Amelia, I've been thinking about expanding Ocean's Embrace. What if we offer educational programs for schools and universities? We could inspire the next generation to take action for the environment. Amelia's eyes lit up with excitement. That's a fantastic idea, Lucas. We could create a curriculum that combines hands-on experiences with scientific knowledge. It would be a powerful way to engage young minds. They spent the next few weeks developing the program, reaching out to educational institutions, and securing partnerships. The response was overwhelmingly positive, and soon they had groups of students visiting Clearwater to learn about marine conservation and sustainable practices. One sunny afternoon, as they were wrapping up a tour with a group of high school students, one of the students, a bright and enthusiastic girl named Mia, approached them. "Thank you for today," Mia said, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "I've always loved the ocean, but now I understand how important it is to protect it. I'm thinking about studying marine biology when I go to college." Amelia felt a surge of pride and hope. "That's wonderful, Mia. The ocean needs passionate people like you to make a difference. Follow your dreams, and you'll make a big impact." Lucas nodded in agreement. "And remember, it's not just about what you study, it's about how you apply it. Keep your love for the ocean alive, and you'll inspire others to do the same." As Ocean's Embrace continued to grow, so did Amelia and Lucas's bond. They found joy in working together, sharing their passion for the ocean and their love for each other. They made time for themselves, enjoying quiet dinners, long walks on the beach, and spontaneous adventures. One evening, after a particularly successful day, they sat together on the deck of Lucas's boat, watching the stars twinkle above. "Lucas, I feel so grateful for everything we've accomplished," Amelia said, leaning into his embrace. "Our work, our love, it's more than I ever dreamed." Lucas kissed the top of her head, his heart full. "I feel the same way, Amelia. You've brought so much joy and purpose into my life. I can't imagine it without you." They sat in comfortable silence, savoring the moment. The sound of the waves and the gentle rocking of the boat created a sense of peace and contentment. As the months passed, their efforts continued to bear fruit. Clearwater thrived, becoming a model for sustainable living and marine conservation. Their community initiatives, educational programs, and ecotourism ventures brought people together and inspired positive change. One day, Amelia received a call from Dr. Langley. "Amelia, I've been following your work in Clearwater, and I must say, it's impressive. We're hosting a global conference on marine conservation, and we'd like you and Lucas to present your initiatives. Your work is an example of how community-driven efforts can make a significant impact." Amelia was thrilled by the opportunity. "Thank you, Dr. Langley. We'd be honored to share our work and inspire others to take action." She hung up the phone and turned to Lucas, her eyes shining with excitement. "Lucas, we've been invited to present at a global conference on marine conservation. This is our chance to share our story and inspire others." Lucas smiled, his pride evident. "That's incredible, Amelia. We'll show them what a dedicated community and a shared vision can achieve." In the weeks leading up to the conference, Amelia and Lucas worked tirelessly to prepare their presentation. They created a compelling narrative that showcased their journey, the challenges they had faced, and the successes they had achieved. They highlighted the importance of collaboration, community engagement, and innovative solutions in addressing environmental issues. The conference, held in Sydney, Australia, brought together leading experts, activists, and policymakers from around the world. Amelia and Lucas stood on stage, facing a packed auditorium, ready to share their story. "Good morning," Amelia began, her voice steady and confident. "We are honored to be here today to share our journey and the work we've done in Clearwater. Our story is one of love, resilience, and a deep commitment to protecting our marine environment." Lucas continued, "Through our efforts, we've seen firsthand how powerful community-driven initiatives can be. We've faced challenges, but we've also seen incredible progress. Our work in Clearwater is a testament to the strength of collaboration and the impact of sustainable practices." They took turns presenting, seamlessly blending their personal experiences with their professional achievements. The audience was captivated, inspired by their passion and dedication. As they concluded their presentation, Amelia looked out at the audience, her heart full. "Our journey is far from over, but we are committed to continuing our work, guided by our love for each other and our shared vision for a sustainable future. We hope our story inspires you to take action and make a difference in your own communities." The room erupted in applause, and Amelia and Lucas felt a profound sense of fulfillment. They had not only shared their story, but had also inspired others to join the fight for marine conservation. Returning to Clearwater, they were greeted with warmth and admiration from their community. Their efforts had put Clearwater on the map as a beacon of sustainability and environmental stewardship. One evening, as they stood on the beach, watching the sunset, Lucas turned to Amelia with a thoughtful expression. "Amelia, we've achieved so much together. What's next for us?" Amelia smiled, feeling a sense of excitement for the future. "I think it's time we take Ocean's Embrace to the next level. Let's expand our programs, reach more communities, and continue to inspire change." Lucas nodded, his eyes filled with determination. "I love that idea. We'll keep riding the waves, facing whatever challenges come our way, and making a difference together." As they embraced, surrounded by the beauty of Clearwater, they knew that their journey was far from over. Their love and commitment had carried them through the toughest storms and the calmest seas, and they were ready to face whatever the future held, together. Amelia and Lucas's journey of riding the waves had brought them to new heights, both in their relationship and their work. Their love had grown deeper, and their impact on Clearwater and beyond had expanded. As they looked to the future, they knew that their partnership would continue to inspire and drive meaningful change, guided by the unwavering strength of their love and their shared vision. Amelia and Lucas's commitment to their work and each other had brought them to new heights. Clearwater thrived as a model of sustainability, and their efforts in marine conservation had gained international recognition. Yet their journey was far from over. They had dreams yet to fulfill, and new horizons to explore. One morning, as Amelia and Lucas sat on the porch, sipping coffee and enjoying the sea breeze, Lucas turned to her with a thoughtful expression. "Amelia, I've been thinking about our future. We've accomplished so much here, but I believe there's more we can do." Amelia nodded, intrigued. "What do you have in mind?" "I've been inspired by the impact we've made here in Clearwater. What if we take our model and replicate it in other coastal communities around the world? We could create a network of sustainable marine environments," Lucas suggested. Amelia's eyes lit up with excitement. "That sounds incredible, Lucas. We could share our knowledge and resources, helping other communities achieve the same success. It would be like creating a global wave of change." They began planning their new venture, Waves of Destiny, an international initiative to promote marine conservation and sustainability in coastal communities. Their goal was to create a network of partners who shared their vision and could implement similar programs in their regions. Their first step was to secure funding and support from global organizations. They reached out to environmental groups, philanthropists, and governmental bodies, presenting their successful model in Clearwater as proof of concept. The response was overwhelmingly positive, with many eager to join their cause. One evening, as they reviewed their plans, Amelia looked at Lucas with a mix of excitement and anticipation. "This is going to be a monumental task, Lucas. Are we ready for it?" Lucas took her hand, his eyes filled with determination. "We've faced challenges before, Amelia, and we've always come out stronger. We'll take this one step at a time, together." Their first international project took them to a small coastal village in Costa Rica, known for its rich marine biodiversity, but struggling with pollution and unsustainable fishing practices. Amelia and Lucas arrived with a team of experts and volunteers, ready to share their knowledge and help the community develop sustainable solutions. They held workshops on sustainable fishing, organized beach cleanups, and worked with local schools to educate the next generation about marine conservation. The community was enthusiastic and embraced the changes, eager to protect their precious environment. One evening, after a long day of work, Amelia and Lucas sat on the beach, watching the waves gently lap at the shore. "This reminds me so much of when we first started in Clearwater," Amelia said, resting her head on Lucas's shoulder. "The challenges, the community spirit, the hope for a better future." Lucas smiled, wrapping an arm around her. "It does, and just like in Clearwater, we're making a difference here. It's amazing to see how our work can inspire and empower others." As their international initiative gained momentum, they traveled to various coastal communities around the world. In each location, they encountered unique challenges, but also found common ground in the universal desire to protect the ocean and ensure a sustainable future. In Indonesia, they worked with local fishermen to develop eco-friendly practices that preserved the coral reefs. In Greece, they partnered with scientists to study the effects of climate change on marine life and implement adaptive strategies. In South Africa, they collaborated with conservationists to protect endangered marine species and restore coastal habitats. Everywhere they went, Amelia and Lucas were met with gratitude and admiration. Their passion and dedication inspire the others to take action and believe in the possibility of positive change. Back in Clearwater, they continued to support their local community, ensuring that their home base remained a beacon of sustainability and innovation. They launched new programs, expanded their educational initiatives, and celebrated their successes with the people who had been with them from the beginning. One evening, as they stood on the beach, looking out at the horizon, Lucas turned to Amelia with a smile. "We've come so far, Amelia. Our work has taken us to incredible places and brought us closer together. But there's one more thing I want to do." Amelia looked at him curiously. "What's that?" Lucas took her hand and led her to a spot where a small sailboat was anchored. "I want us to take a journey, just the two of us, sailing around the world. We've spent so much time helping others. Now it's time for us to have an adventure of our own." Amelia's heart swelled with emotion. "Lucas, that sounds perfect. An adventure for just us, exploring new horizons together." They set sail a few weeks later, leaving Clearwater in capable hands. Their journey was filled with wonder and discovery as they explored distant shores, experienced different cultures, and deepened their bond. They visited remote islands, swam in crystal-clear waters, and shared countless moments of joy and wonder. Their love grew stronger with each passing day, strengthened by the adventures they shared and the challenges they overcame together. One evening, as they anchored in a tranquil bay, Amelia and Lucas sat on the deck of their boat, watching the sun set over the ocean. "Lucas, this journey has been everything I dreamed of and more," Amelia said, her voice filled with gratitude. "Thank you for sharing it with me." Lucas took her hand, his eyes reflecting the colors of the sunset. "Thank you, Amelia, for being my partner in every sense. We've created something beautiful together, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for us." As the sun dipped below the horizon, they embraced, knowing that their love and their shared vision would guide them through whatever waves destiny might bring. Amelia and Lucas's journey had taken them to the farthest corners of the world and deepened their love beyond measure. They had built a legacy of sustainability and conservation, inspiring countless others to protect the ocean and cherish its wonders. As they looked to the horizon, they knew that their adventure was far from over. Together, they would continue to ride the waves of destiny, their hearts united and their spirits soaring. Amelia and Lucas's journey around the world had been an incredible adventure, but their hearts always brought them back to Clearwater. The small coastal town had become not only their home, but also the center of a global movement for marine conservation and sustainability. As they returned, they felt a renewed sense of purpose and a desire to cement their legacy. One sunny afternoon, as they walked along the beach, Lucas turned to Amelia with a contemplative look. "Amelia, we've done so much good work here and around the world, but I think it's time we think about the future, about what we want to leave behind for the next generation." Amelia nodded, understanding his sentiment. "You're right, Lucas. We've built something special, but we need to ensure it continues long after we're gone. We need to create a lasting legacy." They decided to establish the Harper-Bennett Foundation, a non-profit organization dedicated to marine conservation, sustainable living, and community education. The foundation would provide grants, support research, and develop educational programs to inspire and empower future generations to protect the ocean and the environment. The foundation's launch event was held at the Bridge, their beloved community center. It was a grand celebration, attended by friends, family, local residents, and representatives from environmental organizations around the world. As Amelia and Lucas took the stage, the crowd erupted in applause. "Thank you all for being here," Amelia began, her voice filled with emotion. "Lucas and I have dedicated our lives to protecting the ocean and promoting sustainability. Today, we're taking a significant step to ensure that our work continues for generations to come." Lucas continued, "The Harper-Bennett Foundation is our way of giving back to the community and the planet that has given us so much. We believe that by working together, we can create a future where the ocean thrives and communities flourish." The event was a resounding success, and the foundation quickly gained support from individuals and organizations worldwide. Amelia and Lucas felt a deep sense of fulfillment, knowing that their legacy was in good hands. Over the next few years, the foundation funded numerous projects and initiatives, making a tangible impact on marine conservation and sustainability. They supported innovative research, developed educational programs, and worked with communities to implement sustainable practices. One of their most successful projects was a partnership with schools across the country to integrate marine conservation into their curriculums. They provided resources, training, and hands-on experiences, inspiring students to become environmental stewards. One afternoon, as they visited a local school, they watched a group of students present their projects on marine conservation. A young girl named Sophie stood up and shared her dream of becoming a marine biologist, just like Amelia. "Your work has inspired me to follow my passion," Sophie said, her eyes shining with determination. "I want to make a difference, just like you." Amelia felt tears of pride well up in her eyes. "Thank you, Sophie. Remember that you have the power to change the world. Follow your dreams and never give up." As their work with the foundation flourished, Amelia and Lucas continued to enjoy their life in Clearwater. They spent their days working on foundation projects, exploring the ocean, and enjoying the company of friends and family. Their love had grown deeper with each passing year, and they cherished every moment together. One evening, as they sat on the beach, watching the waves, Lucas took Amelia's hand. "Amelia, we've accomplished so much together, but there's one more thing I want to do." Amelia looked at him with curiosity. "What's that?" Lucas smiled, his eyes filled with love. "I want to renew our vows. I want to celebrate our love and everything we've achieved together." Tears filled Amelia's eyes as she nodded. "I would love that, Lucas. Let's do it." Their vow renewal ceremony was a beautiful, intimate affair held on the beach where they had first fallen in love. Surrounded by their closest friends and family, they reaffirmed their commitment to each other and their shared vision for the future. As the sun set over the ocean, casting a golden glow over the water, Lucas took Amelia's hands in his. "Amelia, you are my anchor, my partner, and my greatest love. I promise to continue this journey with you, to support you, and to cherish every moment we have together." Amelia smiled through her tears. "Lucas, you are my rock, my confidant, and my heart. I promise to stand by your side, to share in your dreams, and to love you with all my heart for all the days of our lives." They sealed their vows with a kiss, the cheers of their loved ones, and the sound of the waves creating a perfect harmony. In the years that followed, the Harper-Bennett Foundation continued to thrive, making a lasting impact on the world. Amelia and Lucas remained dedicated to their mission, always finding new ways to inspire and empower others. As they grew older, they found joy in mentoring the next generation of environmental leaders, sharing their wisdom and experience. They took pride in knowing that their legacy would live on through the foundation and the countless lives they had touched. One evening, as they sat on the porch of their home, watching the stars twinkle above, Amelia turned to Lucas with a contented sigh. "Lucas, our journey has been incredible. We've built a beautiful life together and made a difference in the world." Lucas nodded, his heart full. "We have, Amelia, and I wouldn't have wanted to do it with anyone else. You've been my partner in every sense, and I'm so grateful for every moment we've shared." They sat in comfortable silence, reflecting on their journey and the love that had guided them through it all. Their hearts were full, knowing that their legacy of love, commitment, and dedication would continue to inspire and shape the world for generations to come. Amelia and Lucas's story had come full circle, from their early days in Clearwater to their global impact through the Harper-Bennett Foundation. Their love had weathered many storms and flourished in the calm, guiding them through every challenge and triumph. As they looked to the horizon, they knew that their legacy would live on, a testament to the power of love, dedication, and the unwavering belief in a better future. Amelia and Lucas had spent decades building their legacy, touching countless lives and inspiring future generations. Their love for each other and their dedication to marine conservation had created a ripple effect, making the world a better place. As they approached the later years of their lives, they continued to reflect on their journey and the impact they had made. One peaceful morning, Amelia and Lucas sat on their porch, enjoying the view of the ocean that had been the backdrop to their love story. Amelia had been working on her memoir, documenting their journey and the evolution of their work. She turned to Lucas with a smile, her eyes sparkling with the same love that had always burned brightly. "Lucas, do you ever think about what the future holds for us, beyond the work and the legacy we're leaving behind?" she asked, her voice soft and contemplative. Lucas took her hand, his touch warm and reassuring. "I think about it all the time, Amelia. Our work will continue through the foundation, and our love will live on in the hearts of those we've touched. But I believe the most important thing is that we've lived a life full of purpose and love together." Amelia nodded, feeling a deep sense of peace. "You're right. We've achieved so much and shared a love that's truly rare. I wouldn't trade a single moment of our journey." As the years went by, Amelia and Lucas focused on mentoring the new generation of leaders who would carry forward their vision. They took pride in watching young scientists, activists, and community leaders flourish under their guidance, knowing that their legacy was in good hands. One evening, As they hosted a gathering at the bridge, they looked around at the vibrant faces of the young people who had become their protégés. Amelia raised her glass, her heart full of gratitude. "To all of you who are carrying forward our mission, thank you," she began. "You are the future, and we are so proud of each and every one of you. Always remember that it's the love and passion you bring to your work that will make the biggest impact." Lucas added, "We've faced many challenges and seen great triumphs, but the journey is far from over. Keep pushing boundaries, keep inspiring others, and never lose sight of the beautiful world we're working to protect." The room erupted in applause, and Amelia and Lucas felt a deep sense of fulfillment, knowing they had made a lasting difference. One sunny afternoon, Amelia and Lucas decided to take a leisurely sail along the coastline. As they navigated the familiar waters, they reminisced about their adventures and the moments that had defined their journey. "Remember our first sail together?" Lucas asked, his eyes twinkling with nostalgia. Amelia laughed, the sound like music to Lucas's ears. "How could I forget? We were so young and full of dreams, and look at us now. Those dreams have become reality." They sailed for hours, enjoying the serenity of the ocean and the comfort of each other's presence. As the sun began to set, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink, they anchored in a quiet bay. Lucas took Amelia's hands in his expression tender. "Amelia, there's something I want to give you. It's a reminder of our journey and the love we've shared." He handed her a beautifully crafted compass, its needle pointing true. "This compass symbolizes our journey together, always guiding us back to each other, no matter where life takes us." Tears filled Amelia's eyes as she held the compass close to her heart. "Lucas, it's perfect. Thank you for always being my true north." They embraced, their hearts beating in unison, knowing that their love had been the compass that guided them through life's adventures. As the years continued to pass, Amelia and Lucas's health began to decline. They spent more time at home, cherishing each moment together. Their love remained as strong as ever, a beacon of light that had guided them through life's storms and calms. One evening, as they sat on their porch, watching the stars twinkle above, Lucas turned to Amelia with a gentle smile. "Amelia, we've lived a life full of love and purpose. But when the time comes for us to leave this world, I want you to know that our love will never fade. It will continue to shine in the hearts of those we've touched." Amelia squeezed his hand, her heart swelling with love. "And I will always carry you in my heart, Lucas. Our love is eternal, boundless like the ocean." They sat in silence, their hearts full of peace and contentment, knowing that their love had created a legacy that would endure long after they were gone. One peaceful morning, surrounded by loved ones and the sound of the waves, Lucas passed away quietly in his sleep, his hands still holding Amelia's. Amelia felt a profound sense of loss, but also a deep gratitude for the life they had shared. In the days that followed, Amelia found solace in the outpouring of love and support from the community. She continued their work with the foundation, honoring Lucas's memory and ensuring their legacy lived on. Years later, as Amelia's own time drew near, she sat on the porch of their home, the ocean stretching out before her. She held the compass Lucas had given her, its needle still pointing true. Surrounded by the love of her family and the community she had helped build, Amelia closed her eyes and took her final breath, her heart full of peace. She knew that she was joining Lucas, her true north, in an eternal journey beyond the horizon. The Harper-Bennett Foundation continued to thrive, led by the passionate individuals Amelia and Lucas had inspired. Their legacy of love, commitment, and dedication to marine conservation lived on, touching countless lives and protecting the ocean they had cherished. Amelia and Lucas's love story had come to an end, but their impact on the world would endure forever. As the sun set over Clearwater, the waves gently lapping at the shore, their spirits soared together, united in an eternal horizon of love and purpose.